Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo, the career mode. And we are still here at Myers Lake Island Zoo, going for our gold medal here. We need one Siberian tiger with overall welfare at 80%. We need to research our grizzly bear up to level 3, and we need to have 2,200 guests in the zoo for 3 months, and that is ticking away nice and neat. Let's take a look at the animal trading facility and see exactly where the Siberian tiger is, and can we even get a feel of how much it's going to be. Right now, 589 conservation credits. So what we can do is pause right here, take a look at our zoo, and see if there are any animals we can release to the wild. Hopefully some high conservation credit animals to get that 589, because that would be where we stumble a little bit, because then it would just be a waiting game to research level 3 grizzly bear. So let's take a look at our zoo. Let's take a look at our animal list. Let's take a look at our species and just take a look-see at each animal and see if they are within their social group. So there are 2 adult aardvarks in here. The rest are children, so that is not going to help us out a bit. Let's take a look at the African buffalo. And looking at there, they have the bare minimum adults of 3, with a lot of little ones in the pen that we might be able to release. Let's go ahead and take a look at, let's see, we only have 1 elephant, so hopefully the elephant is okay. Now, we don't need the elephant anymore in order to get the gold medal. So I think, if worse comes to worse, we can wait until all of our guests are here. We get that part done, and then we can see how much the elephant is worth if we were to release to the wild. So that's 595 conservation credits. So that is always something we can do in the future if need be. Let's just take a look at the others. We have 3 American bisons. We have 1 cheetah. The common warthogs. Now they may be a group that we can remove a few of the adults with. Yeah, there's 4 adults, and we don't need that many. We only need 2. So let's go ahead then and take a look at their enclosure, take a look at the animals. And there are 4 females and 3 males, you say. All right, I believe they are okay with a 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, 1 male to 6 females. So as long as we keep 1 male in the enclosure, we will be okay. And we have 3 males to give up. So let's go 1 and 2 on those males. Release them to the wild for 16 conservation credits. Not much, but it opens up some of that space. And then we've got 4 females, so our 3 little ones are all female, and we have their mother. So we got a little bit conservation credits there. And we are 15 days or so from our new month. It looks like we'll have 2,200 guests in the zoo just fine. As far as our tortoises go, I imagine we might be able to release, yeah. We've got 2 adults and we only need 1, but I want to keep the adults in there just in case. Let's take a look then at our Gemsbox. So our Gemsbok is at the bare minimum for adults needed. We have 2 grizzly bears. Looking at these mandrills. Now the mandrills might be, no, the bare minimum of 5. How about our plains zebra? Plains zebra is at their bare minimum as well. The spotted hyenas. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Yeah, so we could get rid of a few of the hyenas, but yeah, we don't really need to. We'll see if that will give us enough conservation credits. If not, we will move the elephant out and then put the Siberian tiger in there. All right, so habitat 13. We have plenty of animals, 2 males and 2 females. That one is expecting offspring. So how many animals do you all need in your group? 2 to 4, 2 males, 2 females. So they kind of want an even-steven split. And that's what we got, 2 males and 2 females. So we won't do that. And I think that is, yeah, because our Titan beetles and our yellow anacondas really won't count. Let's see if we can release a whole crap ton of Titan beetles. We might be able to, yeah, 6 females and 5 males. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 2 males left, and I can't see that other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send to the trade center. And then Ricardo, send to the trade center. Let's see exactly how many we can get for all of our stored animals here. 21 more conservation credits. Takes us up to 370, and not enough. So I believe the elephant is going to go, and we have to do it quick. There's only 2 minutes left on that timer. All right, let's get it done quick. Asabi the elephant, go ahead and release to the wild for 594 conservation credits. That's 964. Animal trade, Siberian tiger, adopt. Sweet. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and send to the zoo and place the Siberian tiger in here. So as that elephant is traded out, the Siberian tiger will move down in here. Yeah, we don't even have any like education sort of things, so we don't have to worry about moving that. I doubt the Siberian tiger is going to be wanting that spool. So let's demolish the gyro. And they probably don't use the large barrel feeder either. They may use the sprinkler, so I'll keep that in. So all that's left is to research our grizzly bear and then place our Siberian tiger, which is on her way, and get the overall welfare up to 80%. So here we go. There may be a lot of land that we have to snow over and get some cooling up in here, but we can do that just fine. And there we go. Siberian tiger is in 79% on the welfare. All right, looking at the terrain, we don't need any long grass at all, and we need more rock. All right, we can do that. Let's rough it up a bit in here. And we can do a lot of rock. We just basically have to get all of this long grass gone for the most part. All right, we still need to find a little bit more long grass. Wherefore art thou is our long grass. There we go. So there is a little bit of long grass there. And there we go. So terrain, shelter taken care of. We need some plant coverage in here. So let's go ahead and do that. We want Asia, temperate, and taiga. Taiga, temperate on the continent of Asia. All right, let's find some poplar trees will be nice. We can actually delete those plant species as well. That's 1% coverage, okay. Ash tree helps a little bit. All right, how about our larch tree? That helps a little bit as well. We need the biggest of the big, some elm trees. There we go, got some more coverage there for our elm tree. Let's go with our holly tree. No, those are tiny, but we can do that. All right, what is up next? Oak trees. And oddly enough, the plant coverage, maybe it needs to calculate. All right, so we got our Siberian tiger in with 80%. We just need to do our grizzly bear research, which I believe we already have going. Let's go ahead and put our enrichment items in there as well for the Siberian tiger. All right, so the fire hose ball, it does like the sprinkler. So we'll do fire hose ball. That will put it at 112. Now, do we know any food-based enrichment items? We do not. But that's fine. Siberian tiger should be good. Or at least it was for a little bit. Temperature and plants. All right, so we need to get this temperature readjusted. Luckily, we already got the tick mark as it went, so it's not going to retroactively remove it from us, which is good. So looking at the tiger and looking at the Zoopedia and the temperature, they need -4 to 28. So let's put down some coolers. And there should be... Is that a heater? No, that's a sprinkler. Okay. Just making sure. All right, so the coolers. Let's do that and then lower that down to, say, 1 degree Celsius. That way we don't get snow, but it is nice and cool. And we'll just duplicate those all the way through here. Try not to hit any trees with it. There we go. And as long as the tiger is chilling in this area, literally and figuratively, we should be good. That plant is crazy. It's like we're not getting... The plant type and coverage is severely inappropriate, but we have the correct trees in the habitat. We just don't have enough, it seems. Can we get this thing to move? Yeah, there we go, 2%. We finally got it to move. Okay, so those are sort of wall-mounted plants. Haven't seen those before. Ooh, the Scots pine. Yeah, that's 10%. 14. And 18. Ooh, big oak tree. There we go, 44. Now, can we get cheeky and, like, put it... Yeah, I don't know where this sort of enclosure sort of ends. 55. They need a lot of trees up in here. There we go, 82%. Yeah, now our Siberian tiger is feeling really good, and it's just going to be a matter of time before we get that research done. Thankfully, the elephant was worth a lot of conservation credits. And yeah, this is pretty much a terrible view for the Siberian tiger, but it gets the job done. Let's actually make sure we are doing vet research in the grizzly bear. We never took... Yeah, there we go. So we're halfway through researching the grizzly bear with our best veterinarian. So it's literally just going to be a waiting game until this is done, as all the other requirements are done as well. So there's really not much left for me to do, minus just sort of maintain. So what we'll do is, yeah, fighting for alpha status. That's kind of what we get. And they're laughing their tail off. But I'll just sort of sit back, relax, and let that research take place, and be right back with you when we get the goal. All right, let's put down some food enrichment for our Nyala. There we go, 100% Nyala should be feeling pretty good. I'm just sort of going through our animals here, sorting by the welfare and seeing what animals have the least amount of welfare. It looks like the giraffe is also suffering because of the food enrichment as well. So let's just see about the reticulated giraffe, see if we've learned anything. It would be nice to do some research, but unfortunately, yeah, no extra food enrichment, because we have our food cage, but there's nothing else we can really do, and we're maxed out on the toys for the giraffe. Looking elsewhere, the social, the space is the biggest thing, and we tried to see if we could get some space out of it. The best thing we might be able to do is remove one of the animals here. How many reticulated giraffes do I have? If we can afford to remove one or two of them, that would be ideal. Yeah, so they need 2 adults, and we have a young one in here, an infant, 3 years old, old Jahi. And I don't think we can, yeah, we can't release Jahi to the wild, so we can't free up any space there. But I mean, this enclosure has a lot of animals. 2 Nyala. As far as the zebra, we have 2, 2, and 1. And that's as many as we can have there. And we have the reticulated giraffe. So basically, we just ran out of space for these poor giraffes. Once the giraffes grow up, or maybe the zebras grow up, we can release some to the wild. and we might just get rid of both Nyala. That way we can open up some space for these guys. I don't think we really need the Nyala anymore. But we can't release them into the wild because Faraji is still a juvenile. A newborn. Yeah, and we don't want to remove the parents from the situation, that's for sure. Hey, vet research is complete, and there's our gold star.
Well, that new Siberian tiger's rather good, isn't it? I've always been fond of cats. I can't have one, though. I'm not allergic. It's just that when people see a wealthy person like myself stroking a cat, they just assume he's planning world domination.
Which you are, aren't you,
Oh,
Dominic?
nightmare. That's the last thing I need more of. The zoo's looking good, though. Nice big profits, lots of different animals. Excellent. Oh, and you passed the inspection. Did you bribe the inspector? Although, in all seriousness, if you did, I won't be able to reimburse you without a receipt.
For a bribe, one each.
Got you again. You know, I think you and I are very similar people. We both know how to squeeze a dollar until it bleeds.
You could say
It's
that.
good to have someone with a pragmatic mind like yours on the staff. After all, we've got to keep the animals happy, but we've got to keep the accountants even happier. Especially given all the tax loopholes I make them jump through.
I'm sure.
Got you again, didn't I? Honestly, this business is completely above board.
So you say. So that completes the Lake Island Myers Zoo. Myers Lake. Yes, the Myers Lake Island Zoo. So I will hop out of here and see what our next challenge waits for us. Overall, a pretty decent challenge with the restricted areas and waiting on those conservation credits because we weren't able to get a Siberian tiger. Oh, nice. Tiger just escaped. What a way to end the episode. How did the tiger end up there? Oh, well, it's not my problem anymore. We'll see you at the main menu. All right, everyone, so it looks like our next challenge takes place in India, and it's called Power Struggle at the Myers Animal Entertainment Park. The Dominic's attempt to turn around his image in India by repurposing a casino that he'd previously built, and that does look pretty interesting indeed. A casino which was tacky even by the impressive standards of casinos. As a result, this hastily flung together zoo has more serious issues than a complete set of very important news, and it is up to you to fix them all. So once again, we'll be given a zoo that is partially built, maybe even mostly built, and we've got some things to correct, and I imagine power is going to be a big issue. Probably the zoo is not going to have any power running through it, or that casino is taking up a lot of the power. If I could demolish it, that would be pretty cool. But we'll just have to take a look at that in the next episode. So be sure to tune in when we take on the Animal Entertainment Park in the next episode. And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more quests after this to do. And then we've got 2 for the Arctic Adventures to do after that. So, you know, it's a good amount left because I doubt I can gold star these in one shot. But we'll definitely give it a try, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Planet Zoo video. Take care.